Let's turn now to the race for the White House. And today we are getting a clearer picture of the economic vision of both candidates, the #1 issue for voters in every major swing state. Just moments ago, the former president wrapped a more than hour-long speech in which he promised tax cuts, major investments in energy independence, and tariffs on all goods to promote American industry. The former president's speech comes after Vice President Harris promised tax incentives for small businesses and entrepreneurs in a speech yesterday. NewsNation's Kelly Meyer is live outside the White House with more on this. So, Kelly, what is each candidate proposing?
Yeah, both nominees are really zeroing in on one of the top issues for voters this election, the economy. Both are focusing on the middle class, but with two very different messages. Trump is outlining his message in New York today, as you mentioned, and Harris, we were there with her in New Hampshire yesterday as she outlined hers. Here's where they both stand, though, on three main areas. Taxation. Trump proposes tax cuts for businesses and wealthy individuals, including no taxes on Social Security, income, or tips. Harris is advocating for higher taxes on big corporations and the wealthy to fund housing projects and tax breaks for parents. On economic growth, Trump is arguing his tax cuts would lead to 3% growth, despite not achieving that in his first term. And Harris is focusing on infrastructure, particularly housing, to drive economic growth. And then lastly, the corporate tax rates. Trump wants to lower the corporate tax rate from 21% to 15%, and Harris is proposing raising the tax rate to 28%. Trump also today proposing a commission led by Elon Musk to cut waste and government spending he says would, quote, save trillions of dollars. That number is unlikely. Take a listen to this.
The suggestion of Elon Musk, I will create a government efficiency commission tasked with conducting a complete financial and performance audit of the entire federal government and making recommendations for drastic reforms. We need to do it. And Elon, because he's not very busy, has agreed to head that task force.
Billionaires and big corporations must pay their fair share in taxes. That those who can most afford it are often paying a lower tax rate than our teachers and our nurses and our firefighters. It's just not right. It's just not right.
And something both nominees want is no tax on tips. Unclear exactly how they will pay for that and how it will impact the deficit. Who wins in November also matters because parts of Trump's 2017 tax cuts are set to expire next year, meaning whoever wins could rewrite much of the federal tax code. Nichole.
You know, and Kelly, we know that the economy historically is a top issue for voters. And this year, the polls are showing that is especially true.
Yeah, and what we're seeing in some polling recently, Nichole, is that Harris seems to also be closing the gap from what we saw with Biden and Trump compared now to Harris and Trump. And you see it here on the economy. Harris catching up there 43% to Trump's 51% when voters were asked who is best able to handle both the economy and inflation. Though Trump still leads in both of those areas, we are seeing her closing the gap, as we said. And there is also lower gas prices right now, which is good for everyone, which could mean something for Harris as well. And it seems as though she is, voters aren't really holding maybe her accountable for everything from the Biden-Harris administration and seeing her as her own person, as you saw in those polls. But of course, there is still nearly 60 days to go until Election Day. So there's a lot of time between now and then, Nichole.
You know, a lot could still happen. All right, Kelly, thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.